Welcome to the JP Morgan Asset Management Round the Island race for 2012 and the second in the Raymarine Weather Briefings. Today we're going to take a closer look at the weather conditions on the day and try and identify where the key tactical gains are going to be made. Looking at the bigger picture, we can start to see some consistency in the forecast. We're looking at a low pressure system dominating conditions. This will be centred over the north of the UK and will maintain a fairly consistent southwesterly airflow over the area. This southwesterly airflow is not really expected to change throughout the day. For start time, we're going to be looking at a wind direction between 230 and 250 and wind speeds in the region of 15 to 20 knots. The early starters at 7 o'clock will be experiencing the stronger breezes, more at the 20 knot end of the range. As we get towards the end of the starting sequence, 8:30, we can expect to see that wind gradually decrease and essentially looking more at 12 to 15 knots for those starters. One of the first tactical gains we can look at is going to be on the first leg from start to the Needles. As we head that way, we'll find this southwesterly wind will be coming off the land. What we'll find is that the wind will be funneling out of the valleys and into the Solent. This will mean that heading into those valleys will be quite key, as that will give you more pressure as well as a better angle to get you towards the Needles. As you head towards the Needles, expect that wind to increase as it funnels in between the Needles and Hurst Castle. So you will see the wind strength increase from potentially 15 knots back up towards the 20 knots. And also that wind to go slightly further right. So again, coupled with the tide pushing you towards the Needles and that wind going further right, it'll be very easy to shoot past the Needles. So just make sure you get that ley line right. Once round the Needles, we'll start to see a change in our course and we'll start to be heading off wind. Potentially here you might be able to get a kite up in the southwesterly conditions, but it could still be quite a tight angle. And you'll be heading down to St Catherine's Point here behind me, and very much in the conditions that we've got at the moment. Nice sunny weather. One of the key things round the back of the island is that you'll just see that sea state increase, so it'll be more a case of just working the boat through the waves. In terms of the wind conditions, we're not expecting a significant change in the direction or strength. Essentially, you're going to be looking at any tidal gains that are available to dominate at this point in your race. Once round St Catherine's Point and heading towards Bembridge Ledge, the wind will be coming off the land again. So again, you can expect the wind speed to be a bit more up and down as it bounces off that shoreline. But also at this point, you'll be very much going downwind, so it'll be more about jibing down towards that Bembridge Ledge. So just make sure, again, you use the waves that are available to help you get through those jibes, because with wind strengths towards 20 knots, it will be quite lively. Finally, the approach from Bembridge Ledge to the finish, the home straight, but the race is by no means over. At this point, you'll be turning back to the west and heading back on the wind. This leg is typically dominated by the tide. With a foul-going tide, you'll have to be tacking up that shoreline. Be sure to know, though, where the shallow points are. Again, at this point, the wind will also be coming off the island, so you can expect the wind to be going up and down and being quite gusty and also quite shifty. So try and pick those shifts to get in towards the shoreline at the right time. Thank you for watching the Raymarine Weather Briefing. Join me tomorrow at the Island Sailing Club for the live Raymarine Weather Briefing at 6 o'clock. In the meantime, go to raymarine.co.uk and sign up for the text and email alerts. Also, follow us on Facebook and Twitter.